it feels like I've got stabbed in the back, by our government. And that's really, really disappointing. More than anything, it's disappointing because we can do so much better. And also to be like the first state to like do this in the nation is embarrassing, to be honest.
How would this piece of legislation, should it be passed, how do you feel it's going to impact you, your life, your friends, your family?
It can mean anything. People are going to get fired from their jobs. People are going to lose their housing. People are going to lose potentially like all sorts of access to food and feeling secure, and that's not okay. I'm not worried about that for me because I'm lucky, but it's not going to be the case for everyone. And I think for what a lot of people, what they feel like they have to do is get the out of here, which is a shame, because we have so much to offer Iowa as a community. I don't know. I think it's a real shame.
How do you feel about the arguments that lawmakers have made in support of this legislation, saying that this is needed to protect women and girls in locker rooms, restrooms, safe spaces, that by creating a protected class for gender identity, that somehow infringes on the civil rights of other Iowans?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a straw man. I don't really think they really care about protecting women. The same people that would be like, well, let's strip away their access to abortion. It's just ironic. It's just an example, a casus belli to alienate trans people. And I think it's pretty simple. I think it's pretty obvious what they're doing.
So I guess what are kind of the emotions or the thoughts going through your mind today at the thought of this being passed?
I'm anxious. I'm anxious. I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm ready to do what I need to do. If I got to get the out of here, if we got to stay and protest for the rest of the year, for the rest of 4 years, for the rest of our lives, ready to do what it takes to make sure my home is safe for people who can't just like leave. I think I've been lucky to get into the situation economically, financially, where I can move. But not everyone's like that. And think about all the young trans people who are living in this state that are like, they can't leave. Not yet, because they're living with their parents or they're living in some sort of up situation where, I don't know. I think it's going to be way worse. I think a lot of people might die, and that's really alarming.
So I guess what is your message to lawmakers today?
Have a heart, reconsider. We're people too. We have a lot to offer the state. We have a lot to intellectually, culturally, commercially, and you don't have to have gall to trample on our human rights is pretty audacious.